Today was finally the day that the Sodor nuclear power plant would be turned on. Oliver, Toad, Edward, and Toby were patiently waiting. As the power plant whirred to life, Edward and Toby were already ready to go.
Woohoo! Now let's get out of here, Edward.
Wait, you guys aren't going to stay for the celebration?
Do you not like the power plant, Mr. Toby?
No, he doesn't, and neither do I.
And so both old engines chuffed away, really not liking the new direction this island was going in. Although it was for the best, it wasn't from what they remembered. They just couldn't accept that sometimes change is necessary. After a month of the power plant operating, things on the island began to turn around. Thomas finally got to operate his branch line most of the time again, and James was back to doing his regular goods trains, even though some of them gave him flashbacks. All of the engines weren't scrambling around to get certain jobs done anymore, and they finally got the rest that they always needed again. No more long overnight shifts out of nowhere, and they actually got to do the jobs they wanted to do again. Gordon was back to just pulling the big express and not doing any other measly truck duties that he looked down upon. As for the jobs Oliver did before the nuclear power plant was built, Sir Topham Hatt was able to buy some new engines to fulfill those jobs. Duck got along really well with the new engines, and things were looking really bright. One night, Henry was on to pull the flying kipper. He was very excited to finally pull it once again.
Are you ready, Henry? Oh yes, I'm so excited to finally be back on the Kipper route. It's been so long since I pulled it.
But then Percy chuffed up behind Henry. Wait up, Henry! You've got some extra stuff you need to carry! Percy then coupled up what looked to be 4 nuclear tankers meant for the power plant.
What's in these tankers? And why do I have to take them? These are extra uranium rods for the power plant, Henry. I need you to take them there on your way to Manchester. Are you kidding me? Fine!
And so Henry angrily started up. Although he was on power plant duty, especially in the middle of his favorite train to pull, He figured he would just suck it up and do it anyways, since it was on the way to his final destination anyways.
Come on, Henry. The nuclear power plant is on the way to Manchester, so we can just stop there and drop off the rods.
I guess so, driver. I just didn't want it to be on my favorite train that I pulled. As Henry sped through the night, he had many mixed feelings on this route. He was glad to be on the Kipper run again, but why did it have to be interfered with some nuclear power plant business?
We're making great time, Henry. Same as always. Keep it up. God, that tunnel gives me flashbacks.
Soon Henry arrived at the power plant and started to slow down.
Hello? I've got a delivery here for the power plant.
Then the workers in hazmat suits unloaded the uranium rods and brought them into the power plant. About 30 minutes later, Oliver was tasked with taking away the spent uranium rods while Henry went back on the Kipper route.
Good luck on the Kipper route, Henry. Safe travels.
Henry was so irritated he pretended not to hear Oliver. Oliver just shrugged it off and decided to start on his journey. The trucks that were carrying the spent uranium rods had lead blankets on top to prevent radiation leakage, as the spent uranium rods are much more radioactive than full uranium rods.
Why isn't Toad here, Oliver?
Oh, he's over getting some well-deserved rest.
As Oliver chuffed through the night, the trucks kept complaining about the uranium rods, but Oliver told them to shrug it off, as they would be done soon.
We don't feel so good, Oliver.
Come on, guys. Just a little bit further.
Down the line, Toby was stopped in the middle of the tracks because he had ran out of coal. Oliver saw this from far away and quickly applied his brakes.
Toby, why are you stopped here?
Well, Oliver, I ran out of coal. But Henry passed by and said he'd get help.
Alright, I guess we'll just wait here then. The two engines waited patiently all night until the sunrise.
Toby, I think something's wrong with the trucks.
Oh no, what's wrong with them?
Then Douglas chuffed in to help.
How could you run out of coal in the middle of the tracks, Toby? And Oliver, what's wrong with your trucks? They don't sound... Holy crap! What is wrong with them? I don't know, but we have to get them out of here quick! Oh, no, this won't do at all.
Because of being left with radioactive material inside of them all night, the trucks had mutated. Some of the mutations were light, such as the skin being more flattened, while others were more noticeable, such as extra teeth growing, or cancerous growths growing on the face.
Sir, what's going to happen to these trucks? Well, we're going to have to scrap them. This is no condition for a truck to be working in and living. Sir, what about me? I was the one carrying the trucks. Oh, I looked into that, Oliver. Don't worry. You did absorb some radiation, but it's nothing too dangerous. You won't gain any strange mutations. You'll be completely fine.
It didn't take long for word to come out about the trucks being scrapped. This really pissed off a lot of residents on Sodor, and they began to protest the power plant.
This is an illegal gathering. Please disperse right now. You do not have the approval to gather on Sodor government-owned property.
The whole commotion could be heard from Tidmouth sheds, but Sir Topham Hatt tried to cover it up so none of the engines would worry.
Don't worry about those sirens. We're just doing a fire drill test at the power plant. Nothing to worry about.
But sir, I can see and smell smoke, so obviously something—
Henry, you need to lay off the Welsh coal. Seriously. Hey, you know I quit that shit a while ago! Anyways, so until further notice, we're going to be increasing the power plant's production rate from 10% to 50%.
Sir, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I agree with Toby. Yeah, that's absolute bullshit. Yeah, you can't just do that. That power plant is nothing but trouble. Seriously, sir, you can't just do that. Obviously, this thing is a terrible idea, sir. You need to tear it down.
and you know it.
Being careless right now. Obviously. Everyone, shut up! I know that none of you like the power plant, and I get it, but this is the most profit the railway has made in a long time, and I would like it to stay that way.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Sorry for questioning your authority, sir.
It won't happen again, sir.
Everyone was speechless after Sir Topham Hatt yelled at them, except for James. I can't just let this stand by and happen. I have to do something.